Authorities in Nova Scotia are sounding the alarm over jequirity beans. Have you heard of those? They're potentially deadly. They often pop up on souvenirs that people unsuspectingly bring home from tropical travels. David Burke has the story.
When most people think about dangerous goods that you're not allowed to bring into the country, it's these bad boys they think about. But some of these knickknacks can be just as dangerous because they contain jequirity beans, a red or orange bean with a black dot in the center.
They are a poisonous bean that people use because they're aesthetically pleasing. They look like a little ladybug. They're used for things like eyes, jewelry, and people just don't understand how poisonous they can be and how toxic they are.
The bean is used throughout the tropics. If swallowed, they can make a person sick and can even be deadly. The bean isn't allowed in Canada, but they keep showing up at the Halifax airport, especially during the winter when Nova Scotians return from sunny destinations. Marion Monroe is a botanist. She researched jequirity beans before she retired from the Nova Scotia Museum earlier this year.
My concern would be the jewelry that we wear, young children getting a hold of it. One bean's enough to kill an adult. I can't imagine how little would be required to kill a child. I don't know if the risk is worth it.
But McIntosh says even if the beans are attached to a wooden object, that doesn't mean they're safe.
These items are handcrafted, they're glued in place. I think it's very easy for someone to potentially remove that item. And again, the jewelry, things like that, they fall apart, the string breaks, things deteriorate.
McIntosh wants the traveling public to be aware of the beans and try to avoid them. He says if they have any questions, they can look at the Canada Border Services Agency website. In the meantime, any items containing the beans that show up at the airport will be seized and destroyed. David Burke, CBC News, Halifax.